You get kicked out of here a few times?
Man, a couple times. I ain't gonna lie, a couple times.
I guess kind of going through this whole process, how kind of anxious and kind of ready does that make you to kind of go out there and play this season now you're healthy?
Man, I'm ready, man. That's all I can say about it. I'm ready. Like, the confidence is there. Everything I need to do is there. I got great coaches backing me. I got great teammates backing me. So it's like, it's nothing else in the way.
What kind of emotions did you feel? I mean, obviously you didn't play a whole lot at NC State. That's one of the reasons you came here. And then to play a great half and to not be able to keep it going, how hard was that for you?
I mean, I played a good bit over there, but the reason I came was the impact that I wanted to have. So when I came and I was able to have the impact, a significant one as well, but only being in the first half, of course it was emotional, but I feel like the battle was made for me. There's nothing else I could do about it. Just had to attack everything.
What did you learn from Jake? I mean, Jake was guiding, his voice mattered a lot in that locker room. As he's gone and there's kind of a turnover a little bit in that room, what did you learn from him, if anything, about maybe absorbing the role in that?
Like I was saying earlier, about Jake. Jake's a great guy. The way that I feel like he handles adversity. He kind of said in the beginning of the season, it's all about how you take adversity, and he's been through a lot. And I felt like he was one of the most unfazed people I know. So I kind of just wanted to take that unfazed, just drive through, almost emotionless, just be able to be yourself and still get through things. That's kind of what I was really learning from Jake.
I guess. Oh, sorry, you can go.
And it's 5 months to play a game. Is that too far away for you, or is that okay? I mean, you don't play a real game for 5 months. Do you wish it was tomorrow or next week?
Shoot, man, I just wanted to come. When it needs to come, it's gonna be here. We got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? Especially just as a team. We're growing, we getting better, and we learning from each other.
What kind of advantage is it for you to be able to participate in spring ball coming off the injury that you had?
Can you repeat that?
What kind of advantage is it for you to be able to compete in spring ball and practice after coming off the injury that you went through?
I mean, it's definitely. I think it's a great feeling. As far as having an advantage, I think it's more so just being able to get back acclimated. Because there's a lot of guys in the room. It's a lot of great players that we got here now. And, I think the biggest, the most important thing to me is just making sure that the team as a whole, we got the right mindset going into the season, because we don't want the same results.
And I guess we talked about that turnover in the linebacker position group earlier. I mean, with that, what do you kind of see your role, I guess, kind of being in the defense this year?
Shoot, that's for the coach. Whatever the coach wants to have on the defense, that's what's gonna happen.
Thank you.
Thanks, bud. So in the paper, call you CJ or call you Calvin? Which you prefer?
You can do Calvin and then put like CJ.
In like parentheses?
Yeah,
do that? That's cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. That's what you want? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it right. Okay. I know I got one of those last names, so I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man.
So you had a knee injury, right? How's it feeling right now?
It feels great, man. Blessed.
How long have you been completely released to go back to football activities?
About like 3 weeks now. 2 weeks.
I don't see a brace. Are you wearing a brace in practice?
Nah, I'm not gonna wear a brace. Nah.
Gotcha. So, and talk about this. You lost Talon. Of course, he left. But what's the linebacker core look like? What's the room look like right now?
I feel like the room looks great, man. We got young guys that can play. We got older guys that got some experience that can play. So it's definitely good to see. I think Coach B is doing a good job of bringing great guys in all across the board. So I'm excited for the future.
Any guys that didn't get a lot of playing time last year that maybe are standing out to you in practice?
I think, honestly, all the young guys that stepped up, they're doing exactly what we expect them to do. And, they balling, they doing their thing. I don't want to point out any specific guys, but I would say the whole linebacker corps as a whole, we're doing our job.
CJ, you talked a lot about how much your training staff helped you as you recovered. What's the biggest thing you maybe learned about yourself in those couple months while working with Tate and the rest of the staff?
Honestly, man, I noticed that how much I really love the game, and how much I wanted to get back to it. It's honestly, it's a crazy feeling losing it, because I never lost the game before. I never got it snatched away from me the way it did. So just being able to be in there and take care of my body with those guys, and for them to help me, like working out, me just exerting all my energy into working out, that's what kept me knowing, like, if I'm getting better, I know if I'm in the gym, if I'm in the training room, or if I'm in the cold tubs, I know I'm getting better. So that's what kept me just a step above the rest.
Did you enjoy being able to skip leg day for a little bit there and only be able to hit arms?
I mean, I got a little swole, but definitely I definitely miss leg day. That's one of my favorite workouts.
Walk me through the process emotionally. You made a big splash in the very first game, and then comes crashing down with the injury. What was that like emotionally, and who'd you kind of lean on to pick you up?
I mean, it was very emotional. So I lean on God, and that's real. My dad instilled that in me as a young age, and I had to find a spiritual awareness in myself to be able to to get through what I needed to get through.
CJ, were you? Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Did you have to worry about just being too anxious and trying to do too much early this spring, and just because you had to wait so long to get back out there?
100%. It's only the second day, so coach be on me about just calming down a little bit. It's hard for me, because it's been so long, and I'm finally back in the cleats. It was hurting me watching every game and just watching from the sideline. But just being back on the field, I'm gonna listen to the coaches, listen to the trainers, and just do what I got to do.
How did you approach those 12 games, 11 games that you missed? Because there's guys that can treat you like you've got some sort of disease and don't want you around the facility. Like certain places, that didn't happen here, from what I was told. Is that you were still engaged? Guys wanted you around in meetings. Guys wanted to see you. How much did that matter to you and lift you up as you were trying to go through this process?
Man, it matters so much, because for those kind of injuries, you drastically, you gotta, you stay in the hotel for like first 7 days. So you go from practicing every day to not doing anything. So being able to be in meetings with those guys and help them go through film and help them, come with a good game plan for the defense, is helping the young guys and the guys that happen to get on the field is very important.
Shift to more positive stuff. So the defense made a big jump last year. You had to watch it, most of it from sideline. But what was it about the change and your defensive coordinator, your coach, and do you think you guys can replace the starters and have the same kind of year as you had last year?
100%. I mean, we got great coaches and we got great players in the building. This is all about discipline, accountability, and leadership. I believe leadership starts with everybody, not just the older guys. Just being accountable for yourself, and then being accountable for the guys to the left and the right of you. So we talk about that all the time, 24/7. Coach Waters knows what he's doing, so I trust him.
We haven't asked you about Tariq either. Do you guys are you starting to get a rapport with each other where you kind of know what each other are going to do, and what as a tandem, what do you think you can accomplish?
I think we can do a lot of great things. Tariq Martin's a great player, along with a long list of guys that's rotating with him. So I think we got a great room, and we're gonna shock a lot of people.
How do you approach being an older guy, CJ, and say if Malachi has a question, he's going to come to you or he's going to come to an older guy? How do you approach that role now as an older guy that knows this defense a little bit more than some other guys walking into that room for the first time?
Well, 100%. I am an older guy, so I kind of like that they come to me for questions. And I take them to the side. We go watch film. A lot of guys, we go watch film after practice. We do what we got to do. I make sure they right. They ask me anything they need to, and it's easy, simple.
Have you